But you've been writing, for about 10 years now.
Yes.
But you've got an agent. That's unusual, isn't it, for somebody who hasn't got a book published?
It is, yes. I'm very lucky, actually, to have someone to believe in you, to send your work to publishers. It gives you a toe in the door.
This is Sky One Daytime.
I started writing, actually, about 10 years ago, but I've been published for 3 years.
Spice up your leisure time first on BBC One at the 11th hour.
I began writing with romance because I thought Mills and Boon was an easy option, which I soon discovered it was not. You have to write to a formula, and they're very difficult to write. And I wrote 2 and sent them off, and they were very quickly rejected, rightly so, and they weren't very good. And I went on then to do features and short stories and articles, and finally finished 2 mainstream novels. Well, I would start with character and put a character in a particular setting, work out the plot. Usually I know the beginning of the book and the end, and the book will be the journey between those 2 points. It's not the only thing I do. I write historical novels and pure fantasy novels, and it's another string to my bow, but it's great fun. So I sent off an outline and a couple of chapters, and they got back very quickly and said, this is just what we want.
Really?
Finish the book, which that was my first one.
I mean, is this solely what you do now?
For the time being, I've given up about a year or so to concentrate on this. I will write other stuff, and I do write other stuff. I write mainstream novels. But while this is going so well, there's so much interest in it, and I like writing them. It's great fun. I shall continue to do so. I've always had this really overactive mind, which I think is why I'm a writer in the first place. There's just too much in there, and it just spills out onto the page.
Thinking time is really important for every writer. You need time to let your mind wander, to walk into the worlds that you're creating and get used to your characters and let them become part of you. That's really an important part, I think. People think it's all work, but you need the downtimes too.
Well, not really. I mean, it's a job. I do sit there and work on the plot and the characters as well. If I want to be serious about writing, I get on the old tracksuit and the trainers, and lots of flasks of tea and things like that. And up to then, I've been getting rejections all the time, and I got a phone call from the editor to say, this is what we want. We'll pay you to finish it. And it was like cloud cuckoo land. Wonderful. So off I went. And
I think it sounds fantastic.
It's almost like I do protest too much, that saying.
First on Anglia, there's comedy and gossip and celebrity guests in the warehouse.
I mean, I just didn't say a thing. So when my books go out, I just think, quietly feel proud, and I hope they enjoy the books.
And you've written 10. You're going to continue to write, are you?
Oh, I think so, until the ideas give out. Thinking, should we be looking for role models in fiction? It's fantasy. We don't read murders because we want to go out and murder somebody. We read them to escape. So does it really matter what images you put across? I mean, I know some of the things you're all saying, and I agree with those things, but it is only fantasy. Do you think you have a message, Jackie? I mean, you're a novelist, a writer.
Well, I do feel that it's important to write women that I consider strong. And the thing about writing fiction is you can do what you want in it, and you can say things that sometimes you can't say if you're writing a factual book.
No, true. I mean, you're exploring your imagination, the world you know, but you're not telling people to do what's in your book.
Oh,
you're giving them something
I'm
to enjoy.
reflecting the way life is.
Oh. Yours to be on the market. Oh, thank you. Thanks for everybody who voted for me. This is brilliant.
Now on BBC Two, Late Books with Tracy MacLeod.
Is that enough for you? Or do you want more?